That's really hot on that roof. Safety first, as always.
He just hit his head.
I don't know. Well, that was a disaster. Missed it by 15 mil. Okay, everyone, Adam here going Overland. We've got Joe, Haley and Larissa inside. And this week I want to talk to you about our solar panels. In particular, our semi-flexible solar panel. The one that we had on the front of the trailer. That one was charging the car battery through the trailer plug. And it was good, but the heat got to it and it warped it. And I made a mistake. I did a lot of research and I could not find a good set of instructions to follow. So I want to put this video out here. Hope you guys follow it and don't make the same mistake I did. And we've also upgraded our panels to better quality. We've gone with solar for RVs. We've gone with solar for RVs, and they're a really good panel and a good price too. They're sort of that mid-range where you're not paying huge amounts for that little bit of extra gain, but you're paying a little bit more than the cheap ones and you're getting a big gain from the cheap ones. Good quality, good price, and it's the stuff that we like, not the cheap stuff that just doesn't last, not the high-end stuff that you don't really need. So look, I approached them. I said, hey, I need new panels. I've done a lot of research. I like your guys' panels. Do you want to work with us? And they said, yeah, happy to help. So look, we've got a bit of a discount, not too much. And to tell you the truth, I was going to shop with these guys anyway. So yeah, all right, let's get some work done. And I've got a big job pulling the old panel off. So I don't know how that's going to go. That's been sick of flex on. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy. So this is the 175 watt semi-flexible panel, and it weighs about 2.5 to 3 kilos, I think. I'll have to put the specs in down below. And we also got the mounting kit for it. And look, it's got some heavy duty outdoor double-sided tape and some plastic spacers, which is a critical part. You can use aluminium if you want, or stainless steel, something that won't rust, but we've got a stainless steel roof. I want to keep it light up there, so I can't use aluminium because it'll cause corrosion in between the two surfaces. So yeah, this is a little bit bigger than the old panel, but we're going to get a huge amount of extra amps coming out of it compared to the cheap one up there. Now, we've also upgraded our fixed solar panel, the one that we keep on the roof racks, the one that we can take off real easy and we can chase the sun with it. We had a 100 watt folding panel, and look, it got hit by a rock and it just shattered it. So we've upgraded that too. It's a 130 watt panel now, so a little bit extra. And what does it weigh? It doesn't have the weight on there, but it's a heap lighter than the old one. It's got the black trim around the outside, so it looks really good. And to tell you the truth, it's a lot more efficient than the old one. Yeah, I've got some structural silicon, which they recommend on the instructions. They said it's far more flexible than like a Sikaflex, and especially don't use like a Maxi Bond because there's no give in that sort of stuff at all. And with water, that stuff starts to fall apart. So yeah, structural silicon, glue them on between the cells. I'll mark them up. We'll get that on. We'll get it drying tonight. And then I might put the solar controller on this new panel. So I just moved it over here where it's a bit more flat, and it's not going to be in the way. If I move the car, I can sit here for a couple of hours. So one of the hardest jobs is going to be getting this panel off. I think it's going to be hard. So let's give it a go. There's a lot of silicone under here, a lot of sticker flakes. I think I used 2 tubes. Just go through with a knife and start cutting it off. It's definitely not coming off anytime soon. There we go. Wow, that was not easy. Alright, we're going to glue this panel on. Been waiting for Larissa to give me a hand, but she's busy, so me and Hayley are going to give it a go. Alright, I'm just going to put some silicone on, nice and thick. There we go. Here's the tricky part. Make sure you don't overbend it.
Or touch the silicone.
Or touch the silicone. It's really a 2-person job, but like most things, do it myself. Might be a bad idea. Okay. Safety first, as always.
He just hit his head.
I don't know.
I'm just waiting outside for Mum and Dad to come in. As you can see behind me, got terrible weather.
Well, that was a disaster. Missed it by 50 mil. Oh, good morning everyone. Yesterday was a bit of a debacle putting that solar panel on. I didn't realise Larissa was sick, so sorry darling. Yeah, we got it on, glue's still drying, but I had an idea, I had a thought about the wind getting under here, and probably you guys thought about it too. The wind getting under this panel and peeling it off when we're on the highway. Now our roof does sit below the patrol roof, but it's still a bit of a worry. So what I'm going to do is I've got a bit of angle. You can probably see it here. Just a bit of black angle. It's the right profile. This might be a better shot for you guys. It's the right profile. So I'm going to glue that to the roof. Glue that to the roof in front of the panel. So hopefully any wind hits that little angle and goes over the panel, not trying to go under it and lift it up. So pretty lightweight solution. I had some lying around as well, so fingers crossed that works. Okay, it's all mounted up. Nice hot day. This is the first sunny day in weeks. So yeah, let's do a temperature test just with the hand. And it's hot, I can tell you that, it's hot. Let's touch the roof. Oh, Wow, that's really hot on that roof. This is hot. The roof is burning hot. That's really good. That's made a huge difference having that air gap under there. Massive difference. Here's our little wind deflector. And here's the panel. So good. It's been in the sun for a couple of hours now. And you can see the gap between the two. That's all it needs. Nice and light. And here's our wiring. So one's the positive, one's the negative. I've taken their plug off and I've just put an Anderson plug on, so we plug straight into our trailer. What a difference that's made. The old panel you couldn't even touch in a day like this. That's hot. It's hot, but it's not. You can keep your hand there for a while. You can't even touch that tin. It's that hot. Wow. And here's our wiring. Goes down through here, down behind the guard, comes out the bottom of the trailer and straight into the back of the car. And we've got a waterproof MPPT regulator under the bonnet. Simple as that. What a difference that's made. Well, I've got to say that's a success. Did about 30k round trip on the highway, 100 k's an hour. Didn't blow off the roof. That's a win. Puts out plenty of charge too, so really happy with it. And it looks great too. Alright guys, I hope that gives you a bit of a tip, bit of a heads up, a bit of an understanding too. You make sure if you're installing one of these flat, semi-flexible solar panels, you put that air gap under there. It is really important for the longevity of the panel, for the output, keeping it cool, stopping it from warping. It's like a critical step. Even this week I saw a young bloke on Instagram installing one, glued it straight onto the roof of his camper. I thought, oh, it wasn't a camper, sorry, it was a ute canopy. Well mate, you're probably going to have the same problems as us in a couple of months time. Yeah, so think about it. Check out Solar for RVs, really good product. We're not a sellout, we approached them, we were really happy with some of the feedback we've seen on online. The quality, the price range, just ticked a lot of boxes for us. So check them out, they've got a huge range of panels and they're great to work with. If you approach them, tell them what you're after, they can help you out. Instructions, fitting materials, they're very, very customer friendly. So check them out. Cheers guys, thanks for watching, give us a thumbs up. Stick around, we got a few trips coming up. Alright, bye.